vinyl community, it's Mikko back again in the Vinyl Corner. The summer has finally arrived here in Finland. It has been very hot last couple of days and I absolutely love it. I don't listen to vinyl so much in the summer, but anyway, I have bought some vinyl and I wanted to share them with you. Let's start with a couple of 7-inch singles. I finally managed to get excellent pop single from the 1990s. Cranberries, Zombie. This is their biggest hit and the B-side is Away. I already had the 3 other 7-inch singles from the album No Need to Argue, Ode to My Family. I Can't Be With You and Ridiculous Thoughts. And I believe there was also a 5th single from the song Dreaming My Dreams, but I believe that was released only on promo CD. So finally I have all the 4 7-inch singles from one of the best pop albums of the 1990s, No Need to Argue. If you have this on vinyl, please sell it to me. I want this so badly on vinyl. Then couple of more 7-inch singles. Here's Dead City Clowns and their single World Gone Mad, and the B-side is interesting cover, Holidays in the Sun. And also another 7-inch single by Dead City Clowns, but at this point they changed their name to DC Clowns. This is Downtown Kid and Tease Me. DC Clowns was a hard rock band from Finland. They released a couple of albums in the 1990s. Here's At the Suicide Circus. I bought this probably when it was released, mostly because of the very cool cover artwork, but actually this is quite good album. I've always considered DC Clowns as a sort of poor man's Guns N' Roses or something. Maybe they were just a little bit late. This album was released in 1991 and at that point grunge was a huge new thing, and this kind of hard rock wasn't so fashionable. But I've heard that they are making sort of comeback, at least one gig, and I would like to see that, but unfortunately I can't go there. But then some excellent thrift store finds. Let's start with this Queensryche Empire, and this is their fourth studio album from 1990. Here's the original inner sleeves. With lyrics, and this was very dirty when I bought it, but I cleaned this with my Okinoki record cleaning machine, and there's some hairlines there, but nothing very bad. It was very dusty, so dirty that I couldn't play it at all, but after I cleaned it, it became at least VG plus condition. And what can I say about this record? It was even better than I remembered. Very strong album, and it sounds absolutely amazing. It was mastered by Bob Ludwig at Masterdisc, and it has 11 songs, but it's double album. And I have to say that this must be one of the best sounding metal albums in my vinyl collection. This sounds damn good, and I love to play it loud like it should be. And this includes lots of great songs, and of course probably their biggest hit, Silent Lucidity. But overall very strong album, much better than I remembered. And if you want to find a great sounding heavy metal album, you must buy this one. And there's some more thrift store finds. This is Marillion and their 12-inch single Garden Party. Good stuff and great artwork, and very funny title song. And this was released in 1983. And then another Marillion 12-inch single, Incommunicado. Excellent hit song from probably their best record. And the cover artwork is very interesting, like most of Marillion artworks, and very nice finds. You can't see so much Marillion stuff, especially the singles around here, so I'm very happy to find those two. And the last and fourth find from that thrift store was a very cool album, East 17, and their debut album Walthamstow or however you pronounce that. Excellent stuff. And as you might expect, I already had this on CD, but finally I managed to get this also on vinyl, and this is the original UK pressing, so I'm very happy to have this masterpiece in my vinyl collection. And I paid about 25 euros from these 4 vinyl at that thrift store, and I have to say that that is a very good price. You don't usually make that kind of finds at all, but if you do, they are usually very expensive around here, so that was a quite nice score, I think. Then I found one used record also from my local record store X. This is Ozzy Osbourne, No Rest for the Wicked. And here's the price sticker in the sleeve, which says that I paid 15 euros from this. I believe most of you people in the US can find stuff like this from the $1 bins, but I think 15 euros was a quite nice price around here. This was released in 1988. This is the Dutch pressing, and I have to say that this is not the strongest albums from Ozzy Osbourne, but quite good anyway. And I've always liked this cover artwork for some reason. I don't know, but there's something wicked in that cover I enjoy very much. And here's the original inner sleeve. And just basic epic label. And this was the first Ozzy album with Zakk Wylde, so that's part of history in that way. But like I said, not anywhere near my favorite Ozzy albums, but anyway, quite nice find. Then another addition to my Iron Maiden collection. Finally I managed to find a real live one. Excellent artwork in my opinion. This is gatefold, but it's only single record. Here's the original inner sleeve with some live shots. Very thick paper, or maybe even cardboard. And This is one of the last Maiden records on black vinyl. I wish they would release their newer stuff on black wax also. Very cool label there, and tracklist and Iron Maiden logo on this label. And I paid 40 euros from this with shipping, and I have to say that that was a very good price in my opinion. This is in excellent condition, so 40 euros was a very good price. I almost bought also a real dead one. The cover was not good enough condition for me. I would have got it for 30 euros, but I decided to skip it and just wait to get a better copy someday. And I really hope someday I will find it. What's interesting is that two of these songs are recorded live in Finland. Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter, and of course the legendary live version of Fear of the Dark was also recorded in the Helsinki, the old ice hall. So very nice addition to my Iron Maiden collection. Then some Finnish stuff. This is Pepe Wilpäri and Pepe et Saimaa. Huge surprise album. What can I say about this? You probably don't know who Pepe Wilpäri is, but he is Finnish vocalist, almost 70 years old nowadays, 67 or something. He made a couple of excellent records in the 1970s, early 1970s. He made a couple of excellent records in those days, but I don't really know much about his career after that. Where has he been last 30 years? He was sort of forgotten star. I've even heard some story that there was only one people in the audience in one of his gigs, so he had almost become sort of joke, even though he is very good vocalist and singer. But this album was composed, the music was composed over 10 years ago by Finnish guitarist and producer Matti Mikkola, who used to be a guitarist in a very popular Finnish band Tehosekotin in the 1990s, and he had this band Saimaa, and they composed the music for this all over 10 years ago, but they were instrumentals. They didn't have any lyrics or any vocalist, but I don't really know how they end up to record those songs with Pepe Wilberg, but this album is so damn good. Let me show these. Unfortunately, only white blank inner sleeves, but quite nice custom labels. And this came with CD, which is quite funny because damn, where it is? Where is it? Here we go. This came with the CD. This is the second LP, and it's funny that this came with CD because I paid €22.95 from this vinyl and CD, and the CD alone would have cost $19.95, so it's pretty funny that I paid €3 from the vinyl, if you think it that way. Very good stuff, sort of early 1970s or late 1960s vibe on this album. Huge orchestrations, very good arrangements. There's about 80 different people playing on this album, and I have to say that this is one of the best albums of the 2014 so far, and definitely the biggest surprise albums of the year. Highly recommended. This original vinyl pressing was only 500 copies, and I'm very happy to have one of them, but I've heard that there will be more pressings of this because this has sold very well. It went straight to #1 here in Finland, and it has gotten so many great reviews as well. Highly recommended. You might find this from Spotify, so check it out and get the vinyl. Last but not least, one of my favorite Finnish bands, Kolmas Nainen, and their latest album Me ollaan ne. This was originally released on CD and digital formats in 2014, but finally it's released also on vinyl. This is double gatefold, unfortunately only white paper inner sleeves. Just like most of Kolmas Nainen vinyl releases. I already had this on CD. I bought it immediately when it was released, but luckily they decided to release it also on vinyl. Their previous two albums are released only on CD, and I really hope that someday they will put them out also on vinyl. Luckily the lyrics are here in the inner gatefold, and this vinyl version includes also 5 bonus songs on side D. Automarkettiin, very good song, previously unreleased, and also four live songs. Asserin kapakkaan, Pois tilanteesta, Et sileänä säily, and Maailma on tyly. One of the greatest Kolmas Nainen songs ever written. And I have to say that this vinyl pressing sounds absolutely amazing, especially the studio tracks. Let me see. It was mastered by Hendrik Pauler at the Pauler Acoustics in Germany, and I believe that was direct metal mastering, or what that DMM means. And I've heard lots of more details from the vinyl version that I hadn't noticed on the CD version. So this sounds very good, and very good album from Kolmas Nainen. They are still going strong after 3 decades. So that was some stuff I have bought lately and what I have been listening to recently. I have lots of killer stuff coming soon on my next video, but I haven't listened to them enough yet, so I won't show them this time, but stay tuned. Please leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Until next time.